Hello. As you might have seen, PewDiePie launched his app, Odysseus, which is an AI workspace running locally, a self-hosted interface for talking to LLMs and all different kinds of integrations. In this video, I'll show you how to set it up on your machine. I'm going to focus on macOS, but it also applies to Windows. I also tried setting it up on my Windows machine, so I've got a couple of pointers and differences that you might encounter. So in this example, I'm on my MacBook, which is using the Apple Silicon. So when you land on this page of Odysseus, you just click on View on GitHub. This will take you to the GitHub repository, where you will find some instructions on the setup. It's pretty simple, but there are some pre-requirements that you have to take into account. But first of all, let's download the files from this repository. I'm gonna assume you're not a software engineer or a developer, you don't have Git installed, so we'll do things as simple as possible. In order to download the files, what you need to do is click on this green code button at the top and basically click download zip. Once you do this, it will download the zip files. I already have it downloaded in this folder here, and you can unzip it. On macOS, just simply double click it, and there you go, we have it. I'm gonna delete this zip and just keep the folder, and there we go, we have it in here. So next, what we have to do is install some of the things that are pre-required for this to run locally. One, and the most important one, is Python. So to install it, go and find Python install on Google, and on the first link that you enter, you will find the Python page, and you can click the download Python, whatever version it's on currently when you're watching this. When you download it, it's an executable that you click and install like any other program that you would install. Just follow the instructions it provides and install Python. Another thing that's recommended to install is tmux on macOS. To do this on macOS, on Windows, I wouldn't worry about this. I tried on Windows and skipping this part was completely okay. But on macOS, what I would do is also install Homebrew. So you can search Homebrew install on Google and copy this command, paste it into terminal. To enter your terminal, you can use something like Raycast, for example. Open terminal. I'm going to use the most basic terminal that you have by default, assuming you're not a developer, and simply paste this here, press enter. It's going to download, and when it finishes, you should be ready for the next step, which is installing tmux. So let me just clear this. In your case, enter this command and wait for it to finish downloading. I already have this downloaded. And then you can use Homebrew, which is basically a package manager for macOS or Linux. It basically allows you to install things by running commands. And one of those commands is to install tmux. So what you do is enter in the terminal brew space install space tmux. Press enter, and it will install this dependency, which is tmux, globally on your machine, so you can use it anywhere. Then you should be ready to go. We should be ready to follow the instructions. So what we did is those two instructions. We have the repository cloned. We did this by pressing the button at the top and downloading it as zip. Now we just have to enter this folder. This second one is entering the folder. So let's do this now. So in my case, it's in folder dev/yt/odysseus main. I press tab to autocomplete. And now I'm inside of this folder. And now we are ready to run this last command. What this command will do is automatically perform the steps that are listed in this native setup. So within this one, it automatically sets up the environment, installs the requirements, the dependencies that are listed in the requirements file, sets everything up and launches the application. So to make our lives easier, we're just going to use this one command. So in the terminal, let's copy, and inside of this folder, let's paste it. And as you can see now, it's checking whether we have tmux installed or whatever we do have installed, what else needs to be downloaded by this script and installed for us, if there is anything missing. Once it finishes downloading the dependencies that are required, it will ask us to input the username and password for the default admin user. So it's finishing install, and now as you can see I can input the username I want to use inside of the app, which by default is admin. You can write whatever you want or leave it admin as default, enter a password that you would like to use, and now it's finished the setup and it's loading the app so I can access it locally on my machine. If you're on Windows following this setup, it's basically the same. You had to download Python, and then you can enter the folder using the same command, cd space, and go to the path of wherever you have the folder, unzipped, and then at the end simply copy this command and paste it into the command line. So on the bottom left, search for command line, open that, cd into the folder you have unzipped, and then paste in this PowerShell, execution policy, etc. And it basically will do the same steps that it did here for me. One thing that I've noticed, at least for me on my Windows machine, one difference was that at certain points it got stuck and I had to click enter in order for it to unfreeze and download the dependencies and launch the server. A quick interception. In case you're trying to set this up on Windows and you're running into issues about the running script being disabled on the system, you can try to run this command, set execution policy unrestricted -scope, and see if that helps you. Then you can run the vn scripts activate and it should work. And another quick worthy mention, a lot of people report problems with the codebook not working. In that case, go directly to the Olama page and manually download from there. Hope that helps. Once it does, you will see logs like this with some colors like that everything is okay. And on macOS, it started on this link, which automatically opened in the browser for me. The link is 127.0.0.1:7860. If you're on Windows, this might be just 7000 instead of 7860. Now we have this app launched, so basically ready to go. You can enter the details you previously entered in this terminal when setting it up, and you are able to sign in. And there you go, you're ready to go and have fun with it. Quickly, I'll mention that you'll notice that if you write anything in here, you try to speak to the AI, there will be no chat session active. This is because you currently don't have any models added, so there's no LLM, no AI to speak to. So in order to add one, I'll quickly show you an example of adding Anthropic. So to do this, you click on select model, then this add button, and within here you can add a model. So in the example of Anthropic, we're going to click API, then here select Anthropic, and we'll need the API key. So it's platform.cloud.com. And when you enter here, on the top right, you can see there is a button, Get API Key. When you click this, you can generate an API key, copy this API key, and basically paste it in here. Then you can test if it works, and there you go. Online, everything's green. Amazing. We can add it, and once you do that, you can see on the list of models here that you have everything available from Cloud or Anthropic. So now you should be able to write in this box, and as long as you have credits on for the API, you will get responses. In case you want to be fully offline using your offline model, like for example Ollama, I'm not going to go into detail in this video. I'm not going to set up Ollama, but you'd have to have your own instance of Ollama running on your machine, for example, and then you can add it the same way, but instead of API, just select local and paste the endpoint that you have for your Ollama, for example. And that's it. Go and have fun with it and let me know what you found very useful for yourself. As you can see, there's a lot of different functionality. For some, you need to also add integrations. So for example, email, in case you want to use this, you'll have to go into settings and integrations and add the integration for it. But I'm not going to go into this in this video. In case you'd want me to create a video about this, feel free to drop a comment down below. And if you have any questions at all for me, comment down below, and please like and subscribe. I'm hoping to release more and more videos related to AI and software development. I'm planning to release a video about my agentic AI workflow that I use day to day for my development work, and we'll see how it works out. But I'm hoping you found this useful. Have a great day. See ya.